Welcome, everybody, to the Blackbelt Mindset Transformation Show, where you get mindset, training, and diet transformation to help you transform your life. And on today's show, we're going to go to the third step in clarity. Now, in the Blackbelt Mindset Blueprint, there's 7 steps to having a Blackbelt mindset. The first step is clarity. Second step is about control and choices. Third is commitment. And I won't go through the rest of them right now, but if you haven't got a chance, check out the video. I'm going to link it up above in one of these spots. You can find out the 7 steps to having a Blackbelt mindset. Today's video is the third step in clarity. In the clarity steps, there's 3 questions you ask. Where are you at right now? To figure out where you're at in whatever goal that is in life. Physically, mentally, emotionally, in your relationships. What level are you on a scale of 1 to 10? Second step is knowing is where do you want to go? What's your what? What are you after? Are you after more fat loss, strength, more money, more flexibility? What is that desired result of what you want? What is the outcome? And third question, which is what we're going to talk about today, is your why. I've heard the saying, it doesn't matter your what until you know your why. And most people spend so much time trying to figure out the how to get in it that they don't get a real deep understanding of their why. So in this video, we're gonna go into the whys, why you're doing what you're doing, why you're not doing what you're doing, and how you can use this to motivate you to take even more action than you've done before. Now, I didn't realize this until I read a book in 1996 called Awaken the Giant Within. And I didn't realize at that time that I was not in control of my life. I felt like a victim. I felt things were happening to me. I didn't feel I had any control in my life. And it wasn't until that book, it talked about knowing your why, specifically why you're doing what you're doing, is gonna help you in those rough times when you don't feel like doing that thing that you need to do. So back then, it was dieting. I liked to work out, which many people didn't like to do, but I didn't want to give the foods I loved. I didn't want to give my sugar, my soda, I didn't want to go out partying with my friends, and I didn't want to give that why. And what happened was during this is that the question he asked me is, you're working out this hard and 90% of it is what you eat. And so by just simply, okay, how difficult, I asked the questions, okay, how hard would this be to change one thing up in my diet and to get a huge result, how difficult would that be? I figured I'd take the easiest thing I could do, but back in those times was having bagel and honey, and just change it with something else and add fruit. And as simple as that sounds, I didn't really think I had the ability to change that. I thought it would be too hard. Once I started doing it, I made that choice, and I started thinking that, at the end of this week, let's see how I'm doing. And I thought about the why am I doing this. I wanted to see if it would help me lose weight, and it did. And it also gave me some other benefits, like it helped me think better, helped me feel better, and recover better. I won't go into all those right now, but sometimes knowing that why will help you when you're not feeling like doing what you're doing. I'll give you my martial arts story. Most people ask me, why did you start martial arts? I wanted to lose 20 or 30 pounds, and once that was over, I just wanted to get out. And once I started getting good at it, then my next why is I wanted to improve. I wanted to get good. I wanted to get to that next step. Whether it was a yellow belt, green belt, didn't really matter. I just wanted to keep improving. Then I got so used to loving the process, I really didn't care what the belt was. I just loved to train. And then it became a whole different thing where I felt at my best in life when I was training. I felt at my best in my life when I was eating better. And it just became a habit that I didn't have to think about. So later on, it just became was what I did. Yes, I wanted to win tournaments and get to my next belt, and I had all these what goals, but I found out the process became so much more enjoyable for me that I didn't really matter what the goal was. Figure whatever test was there, I'll go through it, and whatever happens, happens. If I pass, great, and if I don't, it doesn't really matter. Down the road later on, I realized that I had a skill set in it where I could help other people improve where I was at maybe 6 months ago or a year ago. So when I was like a second degree or first degree, my instructor asked me to start teaching, help assisting classes. I told him I have no idea what you know. He goes, yes, but you can help people who are closer to your level. So that's how this all started. I started helping other people, and then I do this now because I still love doing it, and I won't give it up, and I really don't have to physically change anything, but I love the people. I love the difference I'm making in people's lives, their mental, their emotional, physical state, and that's why I love teaching what I'm doing. Now that's me. Why do you do what you're doing? Why do you go to work to do what you're doing? To pick up a paycheck, I know, but what does that paycheck give you? Does it give your family security? Does it feed your family? Does it help with Christmas gifts, things like that? Why do you do what you're doing? Why do you wake up early in the morning to take care of your kids? Do you really have to run all those errands? You may think you have to run an errand, but is it a great thing? Would you rather not have those? So think about your why you're doing this. Yes, you feel like there's a lot of things in life you have to do, but most of those things, we put those things in our life to make choices on and to keep doing those choices. So always ask ahead, what is your why you're doing whatever you're doing. If you're thinking about not training, or you're thinking about a diet or quitting a cigarette, a bad habit, or sugar, something like that, right before you do that, Think, how will I feel in 1 day, 1 week, a month from now if I don't have this versus I do? How will I feel different? And then you start thinking of your why and then what's going to be like to feel better, to look better. You start connecting those two and things become easier along the way. So, first step in this, tell me your why. Write in the comments below, why do you do what you do? For a living, your training, why do you do martial arts? Why do you lift weight? Why are you dieting right now? Why are you eating better foods? Why are you watching this channel? My goal here is to help everybody else. And my why for this channel, just to let you know, is not to get anything from you. I feel like I've been teaching martial arts since 1990 or 2001, and this is how I make my living. But there's so many people who don't get to learn some of the mindset strategies that we learned here at Tiger Rock that I want to help you out with this. I also know a lot about diets and lifting weights and other things that I have made a lot of mistakes on over the course of the last 30 plus years. I'm going to help you with this as well too. And I've had students who've been, started, and I've helped them get to whatever level they have. So this goal is desires to help you out. I was in a hospital in last September. I'm going to tell you a quick story. And a lot of times you think of your why, of why you have to get things done. And that's how pretty much I was. I have to get to work done. I have to get my students. I have to get people ready for testings, competitions. You have all these have-tos. And when I was sitting there on the hospital table, I realized there's nothing you have to do. It's all choice. We're all lucky to be here. And at any point in time, we can all go just like that. It made me realize that I have nothing in life I have to do. I made all these choices on this. And I started thinking about, I don't have to do any of these anymore. We could all just quit doing what we're doing and find something else to do. But then it started making me more joy, more passion, and started asking those things. Before I get ready to start doing this, why am I doing this? Whose lives could I influence today? What person I know could I give them a better attitude, a better mood, help them overcome a challenge in their life? If I could do that, then I'm living my meaning. So why are you living your meaning? That's the first question. And then each of your goals, why do you want it? Why do you want to lose weight? Why do you want to get good martial arts? Why do you increase your flexibility? And then don't just ask why that, why after that? So let's say you want to lose weight. Why do you want to lose weight? So I can look better without my shirt on. Why is that? So I can be more confident. Why do you want to be more confident? So I can relax and be comfortable around other people. You start finding deeper reasons that are maybe the surface reasons we don't have. We want a belt, we want to lose weight, we want this. For the surface reason, which is great, there's nothing wrong with that, but find out deeper. Get deeper into why you do what you do. For me, it's a transformation in other people's life. That's what gives me meaning. That's what gives me juice. That's why I do what I do. That's why I do this channel right here. So that's it for today's show. You write down your why in the comments, why you do what you do. Why do you train? Why do you love? Why do you help the people in your life you help them with? Think about this. If somebody's going to write a story about your life, will they know your why? What would people say about your why as well too? So do that. And if you also would, please make sure, if you haven't before, hit the subscribe button, hit the notifications icon. That way you find out anytime I have a brand new show. And also please hit the thumbs up if you like the video as well too. Can't wait to see you on the next show tomorrow.